What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? And I'm with my dude, Everett, Overton, a.k.a. EO. What's going on, bro? How's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Thanks for having me on, man.
Chilling. It's good. So tell the people about yourself. Tell them who you are. Tell them what's going on with you. Let them know what the deal is.
Yeah, man. A couple weeks ago, I would say about 7 weeks ago, I started this channel. And throughout my life, everybody's like, man, you got to be like a speaker. You got to talk to people.
Right.
You always inspire everyone, not just from a dating standpoint, giving dating tips, but just in general. Fashion, just teaching people how to be better people. So I was like, man, you know what? And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and start a channel. I said, I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to do this. Not going to expect anything. I'm not going to do it for any money. If money comes later, it comes later. I said, but at this, I'm just going to do it to help men out. I said, women watch the channel, they can get some help too. I said, but I'm going to help guys maybe transform themselves from the inside out. Because right now, society, man, it's fucking these men up.
Right.
Guys out here nervous to talk to women, nervous to go after jobs they want, just scared to do almost everything. And I was just like, man, I was raised by a single mother, but my mom was a badass bitch, man. So I'm going to talk about her a little bit on this feed here. But I was just like, I got to start a channel, man. Try to help these guys out. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about likes, views, none of that stuff. If it comes, it comes. But I'm just going to put the message out. People seem to like it.
Right.
So.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, because I stumbled upon your channel and I was like, yo, this dude knows exactly what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I can recognize when the cat knows what the deal is. What I wanted to ask you too is, what I find interesting.
Cheers, man. I haven't had a beer in a minute. I said I'm gonna have a beer with Mr.
Do
Locario.
it. Do it. Fuck it. And the thing was, I'm watching you and I'm like, yo, this dude is probably the best dressed guy on YouTube. I swear. I was like, this dude, you stay on point with the appearance. And I always tell guys like, appearance is very important. So what can you tell guys about like how important appearance is and how that sort of affects your overall game, and how much time do you sort of like allocate to that, and how does that work for you?
Definitely, man. Like, I just left the barbershop right now. I just literally came home. I said, man, I got to get my boys. I want to talk.
Right.
I got to talk to my boy and these people out here. So just left the barbershop. There was a gentleman in there. He looked like he hasn't had a cut in about 6 months.
Right.
White dude, big overgrown white dude came in and just, his hygiene was off.
Damn.
He smelled terrible. And, no offense, I just was like, damn, man. Like, at least he came to the barbershop, though. He told his barber, he said, man, it's been a minute. I don't know what I want to do with my beard. I don't know what I want to do with my hair. And I instantly thought, this guy doesn't have a vision for himself. This guy doesn't know what he wants to be. This guy, at least it seemed that way from the outside. I try not to judge, but we have to judge somewhat by looking at appearance.
Right.
So I looked at him. I thought, man, I'd love to kick it with that dude for a minute. Maybe if he were to hire me, I'll figure it all out from, hey, what do you want to do in your life? What's your goal? Is you want to maintain this weight or you want to get in shape? Because he wasn't in shape. First of all, we got to get you a bar of soap, motherfucker, shit.
Right.
And then, get you some soap. And I'll be honest, I was watching the whole time as I got my haircut. I was watching this guy, and he started to transform. The barber started to change this man. And I was like, he became handsome there then.
Right.
And I said, so your haircut has to be on point, but you have to have, inner development first. I mean, anyone can give you a haircut, you're still going to walk out of the barbershop with the confidence that you came in. You might have a little bit more,
right?
But when it's time to go land a job, when it's time to maybe holler at a girl that maybe you might be interested in, what are you going to do? What kind of world are you going to bring this girl to?
Right.
And that's what I always say, like, you got to build your world first. That's not to say you can't slam some bitches in between, but you have to build your world first. What kind of world are you going to bring these people to? Because eventually they're going to figure it out. This dude ain't shit.
Right.
So, that's what I always say. Let's build the inner man first. The outside comes naturally. So, if I start with the outside, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Right. That's real talk. And I was watching one of your videos that I found interesting.
Oh, and my bad. I want to answer a quick question that you asked. Because as far as time goes, I built this wardrobe over 20 years. Mm-hmm. So my wardrobe, and also my identity and who I am has changed over time. Mm-hmm. So I was a douchebag in my 20s. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was very, very just have to be on point all the time. Right now, I have jogging pants on.
Right.
Some red Nikes. Just kicking it. Like, to me, this is not even dressed up. This is just like what I go out in.
Right.
Hey, and real quick, I don't mean to, this Bulgari Man Extreme right here.
Let them know what it is.
this joint right here, gotta pick this one up. I don't even wear this for me. I wear this for those around me. Because, man, I went to the post office just again today. Woman's like, you always smell good when you come in here. But if you want a banging-ass fragrance, it's not going to cost a lot. You can get it online. Bulgari Man Extreme. I just want to throw that out. I don't particularly wear this for me because I like other stuff, but I wear this for the outside world.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, so, I was watching this video that you did called, it was something about, like, guys being butthurt over giving women validation. And I thought that shit was, like, so on point because I think a lot of guys, they're scared to just be in the moment and enjoy the situation they're having with a woman because they're sort of like, hey, I wanna get her or I wanna get with her without like letting her know that I'm interested, because if I do let her know I'm interested, if she sort of like disses me or rejects me, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. So they're like, I'm trying to get with her without giving her validation. And I'm like, I don't see what the big deal is if you just say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and let that be. Like, they're trying to get something by, doing the stuff that they're doing. So what's your thoughts on that? Could you elaborate more on what you were saying in that video?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you liking that one. Right. It says a lot about you too, because I think we think a lot alike. That's why I dig your material, man. When I was watching you, I found you because you were on you and Steve the Dean were doing a show together. I'm like, who's this cat? This dude, I like the way this dude thinks.
Right.
And that's when I went and subscribed to you. But, yeah, man, damn, my cat's fighting right here. Hold up. So, back to what I was saying, I think I even said in that video, I'd rather have a full slab of ribs and some fries than fuck with some bitch right now.
Right.
Because it's all about me first. Like, what I want first. Now, in the process, if I see something in my radar that I want to holler at, I don't care if she says no, yes, maybe so. It doesn't matter to me. If I want to holler at her, I'm going to holler at her. It's not going to break my heart because I've already built myself up to a point where now I live. If God right now came to me and said, "Yo, you've had enough women. You're not going to have one more woman for the rest of your life." I'm going to be like, bet, let's keep doing this shit.
Right.
So that's how I feel about it.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. A woman doesn't make or break my day. Yes, guys out there, they don't know who they are, so they're intimidated by women. It's like Godzilla. This is some pretty thing. This is a beautiful lady.
Right.
You should be like masculine as fuck when you go up to these chicks. Not why would you fear this petite or sometimes not so petite woman? I don't get that. I don't get that. It has to come from scarcity mindset, not believing in yourself, something. And that's why on my channel I'm trying to get to the inside. We got to go on the inside now because no amount of nice clothes, no Mercedes-Benz, no BMW, none of that bullshit's going to matter because she's going to get in your ride and be like, this motherfucker's a bitch.
Right.
So, like, that's just how I feel about it. So, hey, I'd rather you be driving a Pinto but just be masculine as fuck than be out there spending $650 on a car note and you ain't got no hoes.
Right.
So,
real shit, man. Real shit, man. And so, and talking about, because you mentioned fear, and talking about fear, you had a video you talking about how fear is good, right? And I thought that was profound. How you sort of like looked at it at a different perspective. So I know a lot of guys have a fear of like approaching women. They have a fear of like really making these things happen. So what can you tell guys about fear and how they could use it to their advantage?
Yeah, I feel fear too. Some people can look at me and think this guy, because I had a guy ask me, do you ever have anxiety? Do you ever get nervous? And of course I get nervous. I'm a human being and my heart's beating right now. I got nervous to talk to you a little bit today, because, hey, you're new. We're getting to know each other. To me, it's me talking to you is more exciting than talking to some hoe, to be honest with you. I mean, I hate to say that, but I'm more excited to talk to you than some chick. But when it comes to fear, fear can be your best friend. I don't fear fear. I embrace fear. When fear comes upon me, fear is telling me, I want you. I'm coming to you for a reason. Let's think about this. Let's develop even more until a point you no longer have fear in this area. Then you're gonna go to another area. Then you're gonna have fear in that area. So it's a never ending thing because we're constantly evolving. But guys, you cannot fear fear. Fear is there as your best friend, man. When you fear fear, go after it anyway. Like, right now, my nephew plays Division I baseball. And, he's going through a situation, and he's an all-star, man. That guy is a fucking bomb kid from the mindset to the heart to the abilities. And he's going through a trial right now. And even me and my brother talked last night. My brother and I, masculine energy. We got on the phone last night, had masculine energy, great talk. And I told him, I said, you gave your son good advice. Go out there, don't fear shit. Give it your best. That way you have no regrets in this life. Right. So that's my advice. Hey, I'd rather have fear and still do it than be a bitch and have regrets.
Right.
I mean, hey, if I fail, I fail, but at least I learned something.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
And what I want to also ask you is I noticed with me, I get a lot of guys that email me and they'll say like, how do I get the hottest girls and how come I can't get the hot girl? I always get the average girls and all this other stuff. And I saw a video you did where you were talking about like. I think it was like sexy girls versus average girls, something like that. And you were saying, look, appreciate the woman that's feeling you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So why do you think guys are so obsessed with like, I got to get the hottest woman? And what are your thoughts on like really embracing like what's going on with you at the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think guys want the hottest chick because they care about what their friends think. They care about, what society thinks. And they think if they have a good arm candy that now there's some bigger, better man. And that's not the case. Because some of the women I've dated that looked great were fucking just terrible human beings, man. I just was like not having a good time with them. I'm like, damn, you look good, and now you don't even look good no more. I'm like, damn, you looked good like 10 minutes ago, and then I started like talking to you and watching how you live and shit. I'm like, fuck this bitch. I'd rather be with a 5 with a good ass attitude, or maybe not a 5, maybe a 6 or 7, but with a good ass attitude, maybe with a nice booty. You ain't gotta be all that, but I gotta have some booty though.
Right. I'm the same way.
You ain't got no booty, man. I'll get rid of your ass. You ain't got no booty. But hey, I like down to earth people. I like people that are goal oriented. I don't give a fuck about how many guys like you and how popular you are. I'd rather take a chick that works in a library and bring her ass to life and cultivate her. So that's how I think about it. I see talent in everyone. And I also can read a person's eyes, and I can tell very quickly what that person's been through, what they're going through right now. I can't even describe it, but I'd like guys to stop looking at the appearance so much. And hey, appearance matters. Don't get me wrong. You gotta be attracted to someone, but you also gotta be attracted to the way they live. I care about the way a person lives not more. Yes, I do more so because. At the end of the day, it's just a little hole, and that motherfucker's been penetrated a lot of times. It ain't special, and like I don't put value on that shit. So like, hey, I care about the person. You want to take me out to eat? You want to take me out to eat? EO wants some steak tonight. You want to take me out to eat? All right, let's go then. So ain't no fine chick taking you out to eat. And it's not normally. You can get them to though.
Nah, real talk, cause you know what it is like. A lot of guys, I think, is more so that their ego, like they want their to feed their ego with the really hot girl. So it's like it's nothing wrong. Like if you see a hot girl, try to get her. But you have guys who have a girl that they would say is like a 6 or a 7, and they'll sort of take her for granted because they're trying to chase after the 9 and the 10. And I'm like, dude, you got yourself a cool girl. Like why you know what I mean? So I think a lot of dudes gotta understand that, hey, look, and then it was something else that you said in the video too that I thought was really profound. You said, be glad that somebody likes you, because it could be nobody that likes you. You know what I mean? So I was
and even with a job, like some of these people complain about jobs they have. About 3 months ago, you were dying to have that job,
right?
And you got yourself done up for that job. You were preparing for the interview, but what now that now you've lost respect for it. And I just feel like, damn, like I remember one time, not to come out, I just want to tell you a quick story. I remember about 10 years ago, I was not down on my luck, but I was up and I came down, and that's part of life. You got to be able to take the ups and the downs. And I remember I was jobless at the time, very talented still, very talented. I still had drive, but I made some decisions and they came back. The consequences, came, and I had to deal with them.
Right.
And I remember I had no phone at the time. I had no money. I had to, count change to get a fucking 99-cent hamburger. And I remember at the time I was like, damn, right now, you're used to having a lot of money. Now you don't have any money.
Right.
And I said, but what are you going to do, though? What are you going to do about this? And I said, you're going to keep a strong mental attitude, and you're going to learn from the past, and you're going to come back. You're going to eat this 99-cent hamburger. And I remember I'd asked my family member, hey, can you buy me a phone? Because right now I can't even buy myself a motherfucking phone. So if somebody wants to call me for a job, I can't even answer the phone.
Right.
And luckily I had a family member that came through, gave me a phone, gave me an old school Nokia flip phone. And I remember I bounced back, I went into an interview, and I jammed, and, became very successful with this company. I'm still with this company after many years, but I always think about that phone. And I think about, when I had to count change, but I was still, it didn't affect me. But it made me think, okay, now it's time to be a man. You can't just be a man when you got everything going for you. You got to be a man when you have absolutely nothing. If you came down to nothing, you still have to be a man, if not more of a man. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that ego can fuck you up, man. I remember I had luxury cars, I had women, I had all kinds of women, man. I remember I used to go to work all day, come home, go to sleep, and a chick in downtown Chicago would be like, hey, I want you to meet me out tonight. So I would come home after working 12 hours, sleep, wake up, go to Chicago, fuck her, come back, and all kind of shit. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that shit is fun, it's cool in the moment, but it's costly too.
Right.
Because I had to work the next day. When you got to work the next day, you have to just be very smart. Ego can fuck you up, but there is a thing called healthy ego. And once you tap into the healthy ego and you realize some very, very crucial things, man, life changes for you. So, I hope that answers your question, man. But I wanted to share that because I see a lot of cats out here that they think they're the shit when everything's going well. But once adversity comes, they lose everything. Exactly. They lose everything. And I'm like, you have to be the shit with nothing, motherfucker. So that's how I think about it. That's why I said, all these dating coaches out here, not all, but there's some dating coaches out here that say, hey, get your appearance right, get your swag on, and I get that. But you can't have swag until you inner engineer yourself.
Right, exactly.
So you can't have swag. I remember, look, I'm sorry I'm taking long with this question.
Keep going.
There was a girl recently that I just hollered at. Not hollered. She's a real good person. Someone I've known for about 4 or 5 years. I had a talk with her the other day, and she told me. She said, "Now this is how a woman thinks." She said, "They go by appearance. Women do. A lot of women do go by appearance. Some women out there." Damn, I got a call coming in. Let me send that shit to voicemail. She was like, you know what turns me off about a man? And I'm just going by appearance real quick. I said, what's that? She said, jeans. What kind of jeans they wear. And I was like, she was like, I could tell a lot about a man by the where he wear, by what jeans he picks out and what kind of jeans he has on. And I just was like, man. Now it was two things happened in my mind. One, that was materialistic as fuck, egotistical as fuck for a woman to say that because he could be a one hell of a guy. Right. But that's what that woman looks at. Yes, swag matters, but at the end of the day, I have jogging pants on right now. It don't matter. Oh, did I lose you, man? Okay.
We good.
I got calls coming in. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
I got calls coming in. But anyway, what I was getting at is, I got off track. You got to work on yourself inside first. Because at the end of the day, you'll be able to know how to you'll look at a woman, you'll scan her, you can watch how she's living, you can see, what kind of friends she keeps, and then you make a decision right there. Yeah, if you want to hit it and quit, cool. Pump and dump, that's fine. But if you're looking for a relationship, you got to know who you are. You got to know what kind of world you're bringing these people to. And that's what I say, Right. I got a little bit off track there, but
and I like what you was talking about with it's all about it gotta come from inside because I always tell dudes when I talk about confidence, it's like certain guys really don't understand what we talk about when we say confidence, and exactly what you said. was what confidence is that you said, look, when you have nothing, you still have to be that man. You still have to feel like, yo, I can make this happen. I can do this. I can do that. I can make, things go the way I want it to go. And that comes from confidence, because you at that point you really have nothing but yourself. You feel what I'm saying? To really push that out there. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Now, I want to talk about the one night stands videos, man, because you was giving a lot of dudes some game on the one night stand. So like, what's some like I guess like the biggest mindset that a guy has to do that? Because a lot of guys really think that it's impossible. Like, they think like, oh, you got to be the best looking guy, or it's just never gonna happen for me if I try to make that happen. So what's your advice for guys to sort of get in those situations to make that happen?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to give you guys the former me, which is the liar me, the guy that used to lie to bitches and shit to try to get ass.
Right.
So I'm going to give you the former me first, and then I'm going to give you the present me. So the former me, like I said in other videos, was that, I would come up with some sort of, scenario. I'm in town, I'm only in town for a night, I'm in town for 2 nights, I would dress the part. Now, yes, I was fulfilling a fantasy, because these women out here are not going to tell you, but they love the idea of no strings attached sex. They love the idea of having a confident man, even if they got a man. Right. I fucked lots of women that had men. Now, not too many that had husbands, because I'm not down with that. It just, hey, I go so far. You got a man and you're not on a ring on your finger, I'll fuck you. But if you got a husband at home, I don't know. There's too many women out there. I don't fuck no guy. I don't fuck no woman with a husband. But basically, I would create a scenario. Hey, like I said, I'm in town. It's one night only. This is a fucking dream come true for you, basically, and you better take advantage of it. And I would present. Sometimes I would even say it, just like that, where I would say, hey, look, you better seize the opportunity right now, because you may not get this shot again.
Right.
And they would look at me and just be like, damn, this motherfucker came correct. I just, hey, check this out too. This is another thing. The other day I had a black woman, start talking to me, and she told me flat out, normally I'm not even attracted to white dudes, but something about you is different. And I just was like, hey, look, I'm not trying to impress you or nothing like that. I'm just giving it to you real. She asked me, are you in a relationship? I said, no. She goes, why not? I said, I'm not relationship material. I'm not relationship material.
Right. I
said, because all you guys say you want shit, and then when you get this shit, you don't want this shit.
Right.
So I said, so you know what? Now y'all done lost your minds. I ain't trying to be your man. I'll be your man tonight. Right. And then I ain't gonna see you again. That's it. And she dug it. She was like, and she was tall as fuck. I'm not a tall dude. This chick was tall as fuck, long ass Beyonce legs and shit. And I got her number. She texts me. She already texts me.
Right.
I'm not gonna text it back. I don't know. Some things about her I didn't really care for. Now, here's the deal. The present me, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. I'll tell you exactly what I want in that moment. I'm not gonna lie. If I want to fuck you, I'll tell you right tonight. I'm saying, hey, look, I came in here to have a drink. I ended up wanting to fuck you. That's what I want. And I came in here wanting to drink, and I saw you, and I like what you're giving off. I like the energy, the eye contact. I like what you're wearing tonight. I like your hair. I want it in my grip, and that's what I want to do. And if she tells me, no, you're too forward, fine. I'm not even going to think about you again. But at least I gave it to you straight. This is what I want. This is how I want it. And you down or not. Most of the time, if you come at them like that, it is unfamiliar, because guys are so busy simping and trying to do all this shit, talking about their job and how much money they got and blah, blah, blah. Right. They don't even need to know how much money they got. When a woman asks me, what do you do for a living? I said, that's not important right now. What's important is me. I'm important right now. Right. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us.
Oh, shit, man.
So, that's just how I operate. Now, I tell the truth. There's no reason. I'm not going to be living no lie. Fuck that. This is who I am. You want this, come get it. If you don't want it,
right, exactly. So, Keep that shit pushing. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about that I think was really important was there's a video you had called, I think, like, Why Women Compliment Me. I think there's something like that. You said something that was interesting, where you had a woman say, hey, every time I see you, you're so well put together. And then you was like, what do you mean by that? And then she couldn't really explain it. And you were saying that it's really about that energy. And I try to tell guys all the time that, how important energy is and how your energy is coming across when you're interacting with people and when you're interacting with women. So, could you talk about more of that, like, the importance of having a certain type of energy and bringing that to the interaction when you're dealing with women?
Yeah, man, I want to compliment you first by being a good interviewer, man. You're asking some good questions.
Appreciate it,
some
bro.
homework, so I want to compliment you on that. And that's another thing, man. Guys need to compliment other guys.
Right.
I feel like guys are too busy hating and trying to beat the next guy when there's no one to beat. The only person to be concerned with is yourself and treat people well. So I want to compliment you, man. You asked good questions, you've done your homework, and you're a good interviewer.
Appreciate it. That's what's up.
And then two, yeah, it's all about energy. Because I remember, hey, when I was 20, I'm going to be 38. When I was 25, I still looked good, but my energy was off. And there were some women that just was like, whatever. I remember I looked good. I focused on my exterior. I put cologne on, and, I flashed money around buying drinks and shit.
Right.
And all these women probably thought I was a fucking chump. And because my energy was off and my intention was off, why I was doing stuff was for the wrong reason. Right. And like now, I just live. I care about what's important to me. I look after my family. Just like today, my mom called me up. She needed something. I said, boom, I'll be there in an hour, and I got you. So so now I just care about serving. I care about being a good man. Hey, my life could end at any minute. I'm not gonna be worried about some shit. That's not on my mind. Exactly. Right now, what's on my mind is fulfilling my purpose, living this life to the fullest. And once you do that and you work on the inner man, I'm telling you, the energy just radiates off of you, and people pick up on it. They can sense you're not thirsty. They can sense you're not trying to hook up with them. Right. And that's why they compliment me, because I'm not trying to compliment them. They even know, like, this motherfucker ain't gonna compliment me. Right. And they already know. So they know if there's gonna be an interaction, they have to be the one to introduce something. Because I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it unless I'm really feeling the chick. If I'm really feeling her, and she reflects me, she's a good match. Something about her energy, I could just tell. Like, this is a good one right here. Right. Then I will walk up and talk. Otherwise, all these hoes out here that you're chasing, they have to holler at me. Right. They have to holler at me. Because I'm going home and I'm going to lay on that pillow over there and I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be straight.
Right. And it's funny that what I want to point out too is that I think what guys got to understand is, like, exactly what you said. It's displaying that energy of, I'm not needy. I don't need to have you right now. And that's the thing that actually makes girls want to, like, chase you and want to really get at you, because they're like, damn, what's up with this guy? Like, he's different than all the other guys. I could feel that he's put together. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's about. He's confident. And I want to be around that. And I think that's what guys got to really, like, hone in and focus on.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. And two things. There's two types of women that'll look at me. One woman will think I'm a player. One woman will look at me and think I'm egotistical. Right. And there's another woman that's going to look at me and be like, this guy's different. Like you said, there's something different about him because she's different. So she senses my energy because her energy is attracting my energy. Right. They mirror. So when an egotistical ain't shit bitch looks at me, she's gonna be like, I can't run that motherfucker. Right. I can't run his ass. Exactly. I already know I can't run him. I gotta go find some chump that can't wait to be with me. Right. And I can run his ass. And he can give me validation and make me feel like a motherfucking beauty queen. Whereas with me, I don't make no one feel like a beauty queen. And look, I'll tell you after I fucked you, I was like, man, that was some good sex. I might tell you, hey, we rocked the house. I'll tell you. Right. I'll tell a chick, we rock the house right now. But, other than that, I ain't telling you how beautiful you are and all that. If you don't know how beautiful you are, there's no amount of compliments I can give you that's going to make you feel good. Right. So, I even told a chick that today. A girl texted me and she said something. I forgot what she told me, but I said, hey, you can't ask me for value. You have to value yourself. I'm not going to give you value. You have to be valuable in your own eyes and then attract someone else who also sees themselves as valuable. Because, hey, I'm not going to be sitting around complimenting you all day. It's not on my agenda. It's not on my agenda. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Plus, that's enabling you to stay the way you are. And if you're going to meet me, I'm going to change your life. I'm going to change your life.
Facts, man. That's what's up.
I'm a life changer, bro. I'm a life changer.
That's what's up, man. Yo, listen, man. Yo, dude, I appreciate you, doing this interview, man. And where can people find you? How can they get in contact with you if they want, you know, some coaching or whatever? Where do they get at you at?
Definitely, man. My channel, Everett Overton. My email, everettoverton@mail.com. They could always email me, send me some questions, whatever. I'll definitely get back in contact with you. And just come visit the channel, Everett Overton, man. Maybe you could post a link for me or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
or, you
definitely.
Know. But definitely. But I want to say, first and foremost, man, I appreciate you looking out, man. I'm going to come to New York and I'm going to see you, man. I'm going to take us out to dinner.
Yeah, man.
Time, brother. Bro. So I really appreciate you. And you seem like a wonderful man, man. I really mean that. I like what you give off. I like your messages, and I like the way you think. So I just want you to know that. That's
what's up, man. I appreciate you too, bro. And everybody, make sure that you go and subscribe to EO's channel, like right now, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because this dude be spitting that fire, man. But y'all, appreciate it again, man, and we got to do this again. All right? So I'm going to holler at you.
All right, man.
All right, man. You
definitely,
be safe,
bro.
bro.
Hey, I hope you have a good weekend, man, and I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Definitely, man. Be safe. Peace, man.